Hello, and welcome to another episode of E.TV. And this is the New York Giant Report, week number 4, as the Bears came in and took on the New York Giants at New Meadowlands Stadium. Now, the Giants defeated the Bears 17-3, raising their record to 2-2 in the NFC East and dropping the Bears to 3-1 in the NFC North, leaving only one defeated team in the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs. This game was all about defense, and the Giant defense came to play in this game. They had 10 sacks in this game, 2 sacks away from tying the NFL record for a game of 12 sacks. They had 9 of these sacks in the first half, did the Giants. Now, this game was very reminiscent of 2007 and the New York Giants' run to Super Bowl 42 and beating the New England Patriots. I mean, Osi Umenyiora and Justin Tuck had 6 sacks, 3 apiece, out of the team total of 10 sacks. With no Mathias Kiwanuka, many wondered if the Giants would be able to get a pass rush, but I guess they figured out a way on how to answer that question. Defensively, the Giants were able to hold the Bears to 110 yards of total offense. Now, late in the second quarter, last possession before the half, on the blitz by Aaron Ross, he managed to sack Jay Cutler, and unfortunately, on the takedown, he banged Jay Cutler's head on the ground, having Jay Cutler to get a concussion. Thus forth, Jay Cutler missed the second half. I don't know if him being in the second half would have done much good anyway, considering that they sacked him 9 times in the first half. But anyway, offensively, the Giants, they did enough to win this game. I mean, they weren't running up and down the field like they did against the Titans. They were very stagnant throughout the game. But when need be, they were able to amass and put together enough plays to get 2 touchdowns together to get this victory far out of reach so that the Bears couldn't even think about coming back. This game was all about getting back to basics for the Giants. They had great defensive effort and a good rushing attack. They had 189 yards rushing as a team for 5.8 yards in average and 2 rushing touchdowns. Now, the only bad thing, and I don't want to be the one to, rain on your parade, but the only bad thing out of this performance were turnovers. I mean, the Giants were averaging 3 turnovers a game coming into this, and you guessed it, they had 3 fumbles in this game. No picks, but still, the turnovers have to worry you because if they don't stop, you don't know how far the season could go for the New York Giants. Now, let's talk about the game ball. A lot of guys had good performances in this game, but I think Ahmad Bradshaw with 129 yards, 5.6 yards of carry and 1 touchdown. He really should have had 2, but the guy had a fumble on a sprint to the touchdown and got walked down by the defensive back. But I don't want to sit here and knock him. I think coming out of the second half and his ability to jumpstart the offense and secure the win in terms of being able to get a 10-0 lead, and then on the second touchdown drive, being able to sustain some offense was big for the Giants. So for me, Ahmad Bradshaw, game ball goes to you, my man. Next up, the Giants are going to Houston to play the Texans. That's going to be a big task because they're playing arguably the best receiver in the game right now in Andre Johnson. And does anyone know who Arian Foster is? Running back for the Houston Texans. He's only leading the league in over 500 yards of rushing, averaging over 100 yards a game. I don't know who he is, but whoever has him on your fantasy team, good job, man, because I know you have to be leading in your fantasy league. So the Giants have their hands full next week, but after this effort, I'm sure the Texans are thinking the same thing. Thank you for watching. Peace.